Like a waterfall in my head.
We're down here on Mcbrides Beach, just outside of Forster. We're ready for a overnight weekend camping trip. Driven down here this morning. I didn't film anything on the way down. I figured I'd just start filming once we got down here and film on the way back out. A few people set up down here for the day. Such a beautiful spot down here. It gets pretty popular now. The best thing about it is it's a tough, low range track to get in here, and then you kind of like feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere. It's weird because you're not too far from Forster. You're only sort of 5k's away from town, but it's just like your own little island paradise down here. It's so cool. The plan this weekend is to just explore this Forster, Seal Rock, Smile Lakes area, all the different beaches and spots and lakes around here. Try and find a few new places and go to a few spots I know. Got a beautiful sunny weekend, so I figured it was a good time to do it. It's spring at the moment. The weather's warming up a bit. It's beautiful. Gonna have a bit of brekkie here and chill for a while. Have a swim out there. There's a few little nice waves in close on the shore there. We're heading up out of here now. We started straight up off the beach there, up that little steep hill, which is a bit of fun, a few holes there. And then we're going up the hard track. So there is an easy track off to the side a bit, brings you up around onto the main one about halfway along. So I'll show you when we get to that. But this one we're doing now is all the obstacles on the hard track, so it's a bit more fun. It's nothing too extreme really, but the other one is quite a bit easier. This is probably one of the harder points after that beach run. Like, this is only a really short track. It's probably 700-800 meters maybe, just like obstacle the whole way. Just come up off the beach off that first bit, and then you got this big corner here to get around. It's kind of like a real sharp corner, and you got big rocks on either side you got to squeeze between, then up this little pinch here. That's probably the two hardest bits done, to be honest. Sort of some sections of this track are easier than they used to be, but then the few like holes and ruts seem to be getting deeper in certain spots, but yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, that's the hard track done. As I said, there's an easier track, which is the one that heads off down that way. Quite a bit easier than the one we just did. But now we've got the main last bit of the climb up out of here, the last few hundred meters. And this is what catches people out. See, they can do the easy track, you can sort of do that in any stock four-wheel drive, it's not too much drama. This main climb out is quite rutted, holes. You know, it's always hard to give people advice, but as a bit of a rough guide, you need a decent amount of suspension travel.
or a locker, or there's a good chance that you're going to struggle a bit, start spinning the wheels, bouncing around, trying to get up out of there. Run the camera up these hills. This is the last section now, so just like wombat holes and ruts and rock steps the whole way up. Nothing extreme, but definitely requires that locker or a bit of suspension travel or really picking those lines. We're up out of the track now. Nice little fun drive up out of there. It took us nearly an hour just because of the filming and because we spent about 15 minutes waiting for people. It does get quite busy there on weekends, but if you're just driving it without any problems, you can drive it, you know, up and down in 15 minutes. Not too bad at all. Mcbrides Beach is probably the most question I get absolutely hammered with on Instagram, Facebook and everywhere. Can I take this vehicle there? Can I drive there? Can I go there? Like, it's a very hard question to answer just because it comes down to experience and your vehicle. If you're real experienced, you get a stock vehicle down there and back, but you're better off with something with a little bit of bar work, you know, small lift, bit of off-road tyres or something, and then it's not really too much of an issue. But a lot of people do get caught out, especially coming back up that last section, because they do the easy track and then that last section really catches them out. Now we're going to head to Burgess Beach back in Forster, which I've never been to before, but I saw a few pictures of it on the internet and it looked beautiful, and I thought that we would go check it out. Pretty nice spot down the beach there. It will be better on high tide when you swim in between those rocks and that, and it does a little bit less swell, but gonna head down for a swim anyway, cool off. You could see those whales out there. It'd be better if this lens could see further, but that was cool. Those whales are sort of jumping in and out of the water everywhere out there. After we left that Burgess Beach, we sort of followed the main road through to Smith's Lake. We're sort of near Sandbar, just doing a bit of exploring around here. We had some lunch back on the lake there. We found a nice spot where you drive down onto the edge of the lake on the sand there and stay up there and had some lunch. That was beautiful there, so just sort of chilled there for a couple of hours. Just been taking it easy, nothing too hard. Now we're on our way back out that Sandbar Road, and there's a few little tracks you can explore around this area here, so just out doing that now. I'll show on the map soon where we are. There's a bit of a interesting mud hole here. I sort of looked at it, it's not too bad, it's just pretty soft and slushy in there, but I think it should be alright. Alright, this is the map I'm using for this area, and then we open it up. Forster, it says Forster. Where Mcbrides Beach is in there, so we were this morning. Went back a bit to that, there's Burgess Beach there on the map, and then we sort of followed all this, and we've come into the Sandbar and Smith's Lake, and that's where we had a bit of lunch there on the lake, and then we're just exploring, just like a few tracks in this like area here you can sort of get around and check out a bit. And then once we come out of here, we're going to head over into this national park here, which I've never been to before, so I'm keen to go check that out, maybe camping there tonight.
We've hit this Wallengat National Park or Wuta National Park. I don't know, seems to be a couple of different areas out here. Come in a track off the road into Coomba Bay, I think. I'm trying to remember all these names. Taking a track up into the bush now. A little bit wet and slippery and steep in places. Nice little track. Never ever been out here before, so it's come at 4 o'clock now. Plans to have a bit of a cruise around the area here, see what we can find, do a bit of exploring, and then try and find a camp somewhere. A little bit windy, but we have found an awesome spot to camp along this track we'll drive, and we got amazing views out over the lake there. Managed to, not much room up here and it's a bit slow, but managed to get the car up on some rocks so the rooftop tent's nice and flat tonight, after I went in one way and then realised that it opened up out the other way. So I had to go back out and come back in and try again. But anyways, we got there in the end. Hoping this wind will die off a little bit, but awesome spot. So we're getting pretty tired. It's 4:30, so we're gonna set up camp here, get the fire going. It'll be cool. That's camp all set up, rooftop tent, got an awesome view out there. We set it up so we could wake up and look out over the lake in the morning. Got the fire going there, we're going to sit down and relax now, cook a bit of dinner soon. Such a cool spot. Just one of those finds, out exploring the area down a track and then you come across it. That's how I find most of my camps, just sort of through exploring, you know, new areas. You just go for drives, you just often seem to find a little nice spot somewhere. The best thing about these ones is you're the only one here, there's no one else. Compared to the coast where we were today, the coast is just insanely busy like these days. That's why I sort of try and come out the bush as much as I can for camps and that. The coast is just ridiculous and it's all like national parks and everything's so enforced of what you can and can't do and where you can and can't go. I much prefer the freedom of out in the bush and being able to sort of do what you want. There's all the lake out over there. Forster would be back up that way somewhere.
This world, so I kiss you in my head, try hard to make it stay. In the end it melts away.
Woke up to a beautiful sunny morning this morning, not a cloud in the sky. So cool, like you just wake up and you got this awesome view out over the lake there. Watch the sunrise up over it this morning. That wind did drop off a little bit. Taking it real easy this morning. I think it's already 9:30, 10 o'clock. We've been up since pretty early, but I've just been sitting around enjoying it. Got the fire going, going to cook up a bit of breakfast now, a bit of Sunday breakfast. Then we'll pack everything up and then we're going to head to Seal Rocks today. I'll also show soon, after I have a bit of brekkie, I made a few changes to the rooftop tent. I changed the mattress and the flooring around a bit. It's a bit more comfy now. Just going to cook some, got a bit of the leftover stuff from dinner last night. I'm going to do some eggs, mushrooms, capsicum, tomato, avocado. It makes it a lot easier having this whole fire set up. I got the little table here to sort of prepare food and then cook the toast on the fire grill, and then you can sit stuff around the edge of the fire too. I just cooked use the frying pan on the gas cooker there. I probably should get a frying pan that goes on the fire. I do have a cast iron one at home. I'm probably better off bringing that because this is more like a induction gas cooker rather than actually going on the fire. Here's the setup in the rooftop tent. So there seems to be plenty of room in here. You can see you got the 2 pillows either side there, so fit 2 adults in there. Got all our bedding and stuff in there. Now because these are a lightweight thing, they don't have a hard floor. They just have bars underneath, and then like a canvas polyester shell, so that goes across the bars. You can see the bars in under there, so the bars just cut across. Now because of the bars, the old mattress used to be like 2 layers, a really hard bottom layer so you couldn't feel the bars, and then a softer one on top. Now it wasn't too bad, it was kind of similar to a swag. I just wanted that bit more comfort for those longer trips and that, so what we did, well, what Drifter did, Drifter are making these up at the moment, so they're available upgrade for everyone for, I think, I don't know, they're still weighing up pricing, only a few $100 or something, to do the upgrade to your tent if you want to. So we pulled that mattress out and then basically put like a carpeted wooden floor in there, so it's just got a carpet layer there to protect it underneath. Wooden layer, that way you aren't feeling the bars, and then this nice big thick 100mm comfy mattress. It's definitely super comfy now. Like it's much, this other mattress probably similar to a swag, and then this is more comfy than a swag. It's definitely a good upgrade. Quite a decent sized log across the road. I'll have to quickly cut with a chainsaw. Gloves, earplugs, safety glasses. Looks like someone's tried to clear it with an axe there and then changed their mind when they realised how long it was going to take. One more push. Alright, that's the log clear, we're good to go. Come out of the bush there, back at that Wallangat National Park or whatever it was. Then we made the drive through to Seal Rocks now. We came in sort of the main area, but the wind was blowing in there, so come over to the backside, where this is the only beach in the area you can drive on. You can drive on this Lighthouse Beach, it's called, because there's a lighthouse up there, I assume, but you got a fairly decent sized big open beach here. We've just found a bit of a quiet spot to ourselves. There's a few people down here today. We're gonna take it easy here and relax for a beautiful day down at the beach. Time to go for a swim. I reckon this water's going to be pretty cold though. Some pretty cool little waves coming in here.
Like a waterfall in my head, like a river that is never running dry.
Back off the beach now, just tearing up the tyres up the top of the beach track there. A little bit of dirt to drive on, but then it's tar all the way out of here. So nice down on that Lighthouse Beach. It's protected from the wind that we had today, so it's beautiful and calm down there. A little bit of breeze, but not too much. Head home now. Another awesome weekend away. I love when you can do that mix of both beach and bush in the one trip. Doesn't always work, but this is a good area because you can kind of do that mix of both. Car's been going all good lately. What's coming up to now? People ask me. I think it's about 29,000 on it at the moment. Got a couple more weeks of the term left now, so back at school teaching for a couple more weeks, and then in 2 weeks we have school holidays, so going to head off on a good trip then.
Jokes, not jokes.
Maybe should I vlog like this?
It's not like you've got a beard to cover any 6 chins. Oh.
We're down here on Mcbrides Beach. Beautiful Mcbrides Beach. Nah. This Forster and Miles Lake area is such a beautiful area, but they're on like all the water and all the waterways around here. The water is, I said water so many times then, to the rooftop tent. I changed the mattress around so it's a bit more comfy now. There. 2 pillows there. Nah. Made it down to the beach here at Seal Rocks. We came in. Nah. Sort of got a couple more weeks of the term now, a couple weeks of back at school teaching, and yeah.